Hi, I'm Monisi and welcome to Monisi Makes. Today I'm going to be showing you how I used 3 different supplies to transform this nightstand lamp. Actually 2, this one and the one on my husband's side. So I hope that you stick around and learn something new, and I hope that this inspires you to transform one of your lamps. This is what we're working with today. The lampshade isn't the worst thing, but I think it could use a little something to make it nicer. This style is a little too boring for me. I'm not the biggest fan of black accents, so I want to spray paint the body of the lamp. Originally, I wanted a more whimsical and colorful fabric with a brass bottom, but I actually went with a beautiful sheer fabric with some mauve flowers. The middle of the flowers has a beautiful champagne gold, so I decided to spray paint the body with a metallic champagne gold. When you're working with lampshades, you have to consider if the fabric you chose will keep the light inside the lampshade or it will let the light shine through, which you really want. So the best kinds of fabric are anything light to medium weight. The best kinds of fabric are cotton, linen, or polyester cotton. I actually used something even lighter than that, which was very sheer, and it was pretty easy to work with what I had in mind. My first step was to remove the lampshade so that I could spray paint the bottom of the lamp. I removed the light bulbs and then the lampshade easily came off the top. After that, I covered the cord and the top with painter's tape just to make sure paint didn't get on any important electrical areas of the lamp.
Parece que eu tô segurando trophies.
Next, it was time to spray paint. While I was waiting for the paint to dry, I tackled the fabric. I ended up buying 1 yard of this fabric at Joann Fabrics. When I folded it in half, I cut it across, and then my mom gave me some pointers on how to cover the lampshade. So she told me to roll the lampshade on the fabric and make sure where the ends meet to cut straight up and down, like vertically, and then just put fabric on top of that and worry about that part at the end. And then you make sure you stretch out the fabric and then put clips in place at the top and the bottom to make sure that it's secured before you cut everything. And don't worry, those are orchid clips, they're not hair clips. Also, another thing to note is I'm using scissors that are not for fabric because the ones on the side I actually use for something else and they're specifically for fabric and I ruined them, so I really need to buy my mom new fabric scissors for Mother's Day. The next step is simple enough. You take your hot glue gun and then put it along the inside of the lampshade, and then once you're done with that, you fold the fabric in and make sure it's tight and where you want the fabric to be when you look outside of the lampshade. And then the last step is that last little flap of fabric that you need to cut off when the fabric meets on the side, and then you cut that off, and once you're done with that, make sure it's straight, and then you just slowly hot glue the ends together and make sure it's tight and where it's supposed to be, and then you're done. Simple enough, and it turns out beautifully. Once your paint is dry, you can remove the painter's tape from the top of the lamp and the cords, and then you can put the lampshade on and then put the light bulb back in, and you can use your lamp. It's ready to go, ready to use. Here's a reminder of what the lamps looked like before the makeover. And here's what they look like now. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple DIY, and thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment, and I hope to see you next time.